Hi everyone, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV, and we're going to be having a look at the under-23s from the last 4 games since we haven't caught up with them recently. So after 4 wins from 4, Newcastle were at home against Middlesbrough. We had Scarf Guy, Ramsey, HITC Sport, and we also had Mark at the game actually for this as well. And actually Middlesbrough looking really good. Middlesbrough took the lead at St James's Park with an absolutely great flick from Ashley Fletcher after half an hour. Remember him? You know, I don't know what's happened with his career, but it seemed to have gone downhill. Later on, a soft foul on Elliot Sorensen. And look, it did look soft, didn't it? Inside the box, just 2 minutes later, allowed Cal Roberts to put away a great penalty. (1-1). Going into the second half though, and again Fletcher making his mark on this game, taking his goal brilliantly by rounding Woodman and finishing after Fletcher out-muscled our back line to break clear. You'd probably say from Newcastle's perspective that's pretty poor. But then Fletcher grabbed his hat-trick after another smart finish. Newcastle just couldn't clear, and then the striker composed himself to slot home after 6 minutes, and the score remained that the Newcastle suffered a home defeat against what you would say is a North East rival. But you know what's happened to Fletcher? I remember him. I remember being at Manchester United. Disappointing for Newcastle after 4 wins from 4, as I've said, getting beat off Middlesbrough at home. And don't get me wrong, Middlesbrough always produced quality youngsters, and they're flying high in the league. We'll come more into the league in a moment. So after that poor result, Newcastle went away to Manchester United. Now Manchester United were relegated from the first division, and you know they were aiming high. The Manchester United at this current stage going into this game were in the top 2 in the league at the moment. And Newcastle got off to a great start. After half an hour, the team were gifted a horrendous error by Manchester United, just sleeping defensively. And it's a common theme in this game. There's a goal machine. Elliot Sorensen, that man again, scores, slotted home. Newcastle go 1-0 up. But on the stroke of half time, you know, Angel Gomez scored with a delicate chip. Perhaps have you been a little bit critical? Woodman should do better, but if you're a Manchester United fan, you would say that's a beautiful finish. But that didn't dampen the spirits, and after 10 minutes after the restart, watch as Sorensen is given all the time in the world. No one even tracks the Danish striker, as Roberts clips the ball through and he finishes to make it 2-1. And then as the home side tried to get forward, Roberts sealed the game with 10 minutes to go as he darts into the box. He switches it on his left foot. He shoots his shot, which deflects in. It's sealed up 3-1. And then the substitute Yannick Torrio, a new signing from Young Boys, came off the bench, got on the act, slots home with a through pass to seal off a magnificent win for Ben Dawson's sides. As I've said, Manchester United were literally at the top of the league at this stage before this game. And if you look at the league table, that win saw Newcastle move up to 6 in the league. Much more promising after a poor league campaign last year, which seen Newcastle finish 2nd or 3rd bottom. And now we're only 3 points off a playoff place behind Aston Villa in 5th place. So it's looking better, looking more rosier. Now over to the cup games, and United travelled down to Southampton. And what you have to say is horrendous conditions and a wet, horrible evening down in Southampton. You know, it was a Premier League Cup, a Champions League group format where you play 6 games, home and away, and the top 2 qualifying. As you can see, the Saints took the lead at a drenched pitch through Marcus Barnes after 19 minutes. But later, that man, yep, you've guessed it, Elliot Sorensen grabbed a point as he was slotted through by Cal Roberts, and he finishes. Not the best of nights for the cameraman, as you can probably tell. But after that game, as we look at the league table again, both Southampton and Newcastle top the group after 2 games each, but there's still plenty to play for in this competition. Now switching over to the Checker Trade Trophy, where the rules are slightly different as the under-21s compete against lower league and first team regulars. The two have already beaten the likes of Doncaster and Notts County. This is going to head over to Matthew Raisbeck with commentary on this one.
Another flat ball forwards, but it's headed on, and now Jordan Cook on the left corner of the area. trying to find room for the shot, plays it square, and it's a goal for Grimsby. It's JJ Hooper, the former Newcastle man. Grimsby get the first goal of the night, and Hooper with it. Grimsby Town 1, Newcastle United's under-21s 0 after 9 minutes to the start, and the keeper, Harker, left-footed to the left-hand side, sent forwards by Liam Gibson, and oh, nice play. Sorensen has got in, he's beaten his man, pulled back here for Cal Roberts, and it's 1-1. Newcastle get an equaliser. Grimsby were in front for just 10 minutes. Elias Sorensen, so normally the man applying the finishing touch, did the hard work in the corner, won it, beat his man, and then laid it on a plate for Roberts, left-footed. And Cal Roberts picks it up for Newcastle, heading towards the penalty area. Longello to his left. Roberts might want to go it alone. He's been forced well wide. Now a chipped cross towards Sorensen, and Newcastle United have gone in front. They have come from behind to lead. And need I tell you, the goal scorer, Elias Sorensen, he goes to 15 for the season. 27 minutes gone. Grimsby Town 1, Newcastle United under-21s 2. Newcastle territory. Watts with the flick away. Longello chases it to this near side. Hall Johnson gets there, puts it into the box, deflects off a Newcastle player. They can't get it clear. And what a goal! It's Jordan Cook, I think, a former Sunderland man. And that almost took the net off. That's a fantastic goal. And Grimsby early in the second half have got themselves an equaliser. His near post, the right this time. He's now closer to his left-hand post. There's a 5-man Grimsby wall. Matty Longstaff has scored. He's curled it into the far corner. And Newcastle United have gone back in front. And he celebrates with his teammates in the corner. But in 78 minutes, top of the table, Newcastle United under-21s really do look like they're heading for the knockout stage of the EFL Trophy.
What a result, what a tournament so far for Newcastle. 3 wins from 3, blown everybody away, and the Toon McCudder finished top 9 points from 9 have been rewarded with a home tie against Macclesfield. And that's it. That is your roundup for the under-23/under-21s. Say yes, bye-bye.